lot of things evolve in Monster Energy Supercross, but one thing that always stays the same is Anaheim. This is the pressure, this is the hype, this is the most anticipated race of the year. We're going to cover press day a little differently. They brought 14 retired riders who all have won Anaheim 1 before here, and we're going to get their perspective on what it's like to race under the pressure, to stay grounded after you win the opener, and most importantly, we're going to try to find out why the riders never talk trash in the season opening press conference. As far as today's riders, we'll give you footage of them out on the track so you can see how everyone's looking going into 2019. But let's get some perspective from the men who've been here, done that before. Talk the pomp and circumstance of Anaheim. Rick Johnson, you won in 88 and 89. I'm surprised you didn't win like 10 of these because I feel like you're on top for a while.
I was close.
You were in 86 for sure. What was the experience like Anaheim 1 and the opener compared to every other Supercross?
Well, you come to Anaheim and there's so much pressure, and you know you're wondering what everyone's done. So when you get here, it's always a little different. I always found that my suspension needed to be 5% stiffer just because the tracks were wet. We didn't water our tracks back then. But the pressure of, I gotta get out of here safe. And so you wanna win so bad because there's so much hype, there's all this going on, always a packed house and stuff like that. But I kinda got to the point where I was like, I can leave here healthy with the top 5. The championship is within my grasp.
We've got Johnny O'Mara and Jeff Ward here, former winners of the Anaheim Supercross. Now what's funny, I can never understand with you two, you were like rivals, but it seems like friends at the same time. Different teams, oftentimes titles came down to just one or the other. But you seem to keep it fairly cool. How did that work back then? How did it not turn to fisticuffs? I'll start with you, Johnny.
Well, I think it almost did turn into fist steel at times, but only because of our competitive nature.
Yeah.
Like I always say that Jeff and I, as we were older and our careers are behind us as far as this stuff goes, we were always just making each other better, like we just wanted the same thing, and that was being #1 best in the world. So
yeah, there's a lot to go into it with injuries, just how much time you get in the bike, and I mean, you can come in here 100% feeling you're the fastest guy, and then you go out to practice and you just go, uh-oh, because there's other guys that are just as fast.
Every year we had this press conference, and we weren't doing that all the time when you were winning, but everybody says, why don't the riders just talk trash? And I'm like, well, if there's one guy that ever could, that had backed it up for years, it's you. But even you, I don't feel like came into the opener spraying all this, I'm gonna dominate. Why not? Why wouldn't you do that? What is the reason the riders don't do it?
Well, I think for one, these guys, before the races start, right, we have no results yet, right?
Yes.
So they all have to have some bit of humility, right?
Okay.
I mean, and I was scared too, even if I'd won 50 races going into this race, I was scared to be talking trash like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, of course, if I was confident, I would just keep it inside. I would let my riding speak for itself, at least for a while until I got going,
Okay.
And that's the beauty of Anaheim, right? We're at race 1, there's no results. We don't really know what's going to happen. There's years I felt like there's no way anyone could beat me, and I probably still didn't say that up there.
Right,
What
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
I can't answer that question.
Okay.
I wish they would, you
Yeah.
know, but I think that the riders get along a lot more now than in my day. So
Okay.
that might be why they don't talk
All right.
trash. And it's new. Everyone's trying to come in with a positive attitude, which I appreciate. We'll see how the positive attitudes are, and maybe the trash talking will start
when they
in a
start
couple
racing.
weeks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
This isn't your home race, but it is still a big one for the industry. So what is it like to win in this stadium?
It's special to win in the stadium because this is where all the manufacturers are
Yeah.
and all the big bosses are here. It's
Yeah.
like winning Daytona also. All the big bosses are there, so it's special. I just never was able to get it done.
But it didn't bother you?
Didn't bother me. I accomplished my goal when I came here. I let my ego get in the way in 2005. I had a massive lead with, 3 laps, 4 laps into the race. I'm like, dude, I want to lap the field. As soon as I did that, I hit the deck. So
the mud race?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
you were thinking, I want to stop
I think I can lap the field tonight.
Wow.
And I always tried to race like with a humble mentality, like I could get beat at any point. And the one time that I didn't, it bit me in the ass.
That's to learn. That's good
That's what I
stuff.
get.
Thanks.